commanding win by Donald Trump in the Florida primaries last night put an end to the presidential ambitions of Marco Rubio, for a brief period the golden hope of the Republican establishment. Mr. Trump won Florida's 99 delegates in a humiliating defeat for Mr. Rubio on the Florida senator's home turf.
Well, I have no message to Marco. I think that, he has to make his own. It's been a tough night for him, but he's going to make his own decision.
Mr. Trump also clinched victory in primaries in the important states of Illinois and North Carolina. The victories gave further momentum to the property tycoon's White House bid. It was, however, not an evening of unmitigated triumph for Mr. Trump. John Kasich, the Ohio governor, won his home state in his first victory in the Republican primaries. Mr. Kasich positioned himself as an anti-Trump in his victory speech, calling for Americans to be pulled together, not apart, and assuring supporters he would not take the low road to the highest office in the land. Mr. Kasich's win leaves Mr. Trump the unquestioned frontrunner for the Republican nomination. But it means that Mr. Trump faces a longer and tougher road to win the 1,237 delegates he would need to secure the nomination outright ahead of the Republican Party convention. Instead, the chances have grown of a contested convention in July as Mr. Trump, Mr. Kasich, and Ted Cruz, the Texas senator, slug it out for delegates in Cleveland. On the Democratic side, the contests on Tuesday were far more decisive. Hillary Clinton's wins included the crucial states of Florida, Ohio, and North Carolina. The win in Ohio was particularly important for the Clinton camp after a surprise upset by Bernie Sanders in its northerly neighbor, Michigan, this month. Mrs. Clinton was already coming into Tuesday with more than twice as many delegates as Mr. Sanders. The wins extend her lead and reinforce her argument that she is best positioned to appeal to the Democratic Party's diverse coalition of voters, including Latinos and African Americans, as well as white blue-collar voters in states such as Ohio. The victories make it difficult for Mr. Sanders to make the electoral arithmetic add up, pushing him closer to the status of protest candidate than likely nominee for the Democrats. A confident Hillary Clinton hinted at Mr. Sanders' diminishing fortunes in her victory speech as she focused her attacks instead on Mr. Trump. "We should be breaking down barriers, not building walls," Mrs. Clinton said. For the Financial Times, this is Sam Fleming.